let's move on. I'm gonna click through this. All right, now it's time for Diemen's story. So let's click into Diemen, who seems to like hot dogs. Yes, someone is approaching. A strange gray-skinned alien with a cozy-looking vest. Perhaps they will make for a good friend? Ardata or Arson?
What's up? Oof. Hang on, sorry. I didn't get a good look at you before I started talking. I guess you're really weird looking. Kind of uncomfortable about this.
I really like how Diemen's typing quirk is like two hot dog buns on either side of the sentence. Your stammering reply eventually conveys that you are a lost traveler who is hungry and probably in need of medical treatment. You're also really lonely and wouldn't mind making a new friend right about now. Oh gosh, Nick. Okay, I see what you did there. Ardata or Arsan? Well played. That's the pun of the stream so far. That is an early contender for MVP, most valuable pun. I wonder if I could make that a thing with the stream, like give an award to somebody for like the most valuable pun of the stream. I'll have to think about that. Alright. Anyway, for those of you who are just joining us and those of you who have not seen Hiveswap Friendsim before, basically the premise is we are someone from ostensibly planet Earth who is like ridden a rocket ship into space for some reason, and we've crash landed on the planet of Alternia, which in Homestuck is the homeworld of the trolls. And although we are in desperate need of medical attention, we have like some broken bones, and also we're hungry and we need food. What we're really looking for and what we really desire most is friendship. That's why this is called Hiveswap Friendsim, or Hiveswap Friendship Simulator. That's all the backstory you need, really. Or, let's see. Your stammering reply eventually conveys that you are a lost traveler who is hungry and probably in need of medical treatment. You're also really lonely and wouldn't mind making a new friend right about now.
Hungry, huh? I see what your game is.
You aren't sure what he's talking about. Then your eyes drift toward the obvious target, that exquisite hot dog he's holding. It looks really, really good. Your mouth starts watering noticeably.
Oh no! I knew it! You're just like all the rest. Your agenda is to have me relinquish my delicacy. Well, forget it. I've been tricked out of 2 other oblong meat products this week already.
That's right, Bookworm. It's a standard Saturday afternoon.
I know you probably think I'm an easy mark due to my blood color, but I still have some dignity. At least.
You don't know anything about his blood color or why that would matter in this conversation about his hot dog. You're hungry, sure, but you didn't mean to cast a threatening gaze at his meal. Threatening glaze. I don't even want to know what that is. All you really want to do is make a new buddy, so you don't feel quite so alone in this strange new world.
I see. You just want a friend and not my sweet meat.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I get a little paranoid when I walk around with such delicacies in public. You can't be too careful. Folks tend to get that greedy look in their eyes around my warm sausage.
These are odd ways to express the things he's saying, you think? But it would be rude to point that out. Probably best to change the subject. Get this blossoming friendship moving in the right direction. Okay, let's go ahead and save. I feel like we will get a bad ending if we ask for a bite of his hot dog, so let's do that. Ask if you can have a bite of his hot dog. It looks amazing.
Forget it. I'm leaving forever. Bye.
Disrespectful. Oh my gosh, look at how distraught we are. Like, we spent like a minute with this troll and then he walked off, and now we're like the most heartbroken person in the universe. So very heartbroken. Like, no, I just wanted to have a friend and maybe a bite of your hot dog. Why? All right. So that was one of the bad endings. Let's load it back up and let's choose the obviously correct choice now. Ask if he lives nearby.
Yeah, or I used to, I mean. My place was bombed by drones a while ago.
Oh dear.
Now I don't have a hive, but I'm making it work out here. Foraging for tasty things when I can. I've gotten pretty good at it. Talking people into giving me meat products, I mean.
You quickly feel a sense of pity for your new friend. You thought you had it rough, crash landing here, hungry and friendless, and come to think of it, feels like your arm is broken? Your ribs too, maybe. But enough self-pity. Muffled sticker. Like, yes. This is about making a new great friend. You ask your friend if there's anything you can do to improve his life.
Oh, wait. Are we friends now? Like, is that official? And I don't know. Why don't we slow it down a bit, see how things go? Not saying it's out of the question. I just think I should take some time to see if you're actually friendship material. Someone I trust, you know? Not just another looky-loo gunning for my delicacy.
Oh, damn. You got out over your skis again. Of course, he's right. This is totally reasonable. You feel sure you can do what it takes to win him over. You make a mental note to avoid looking at or mentioning his hot dog, since it seems to be such a sensitive subject. You do everything in your power to avert your gaze from the hot dog. You are aggressively not looking at it, in fact. Don't think hot dog thoughts. Don't think hot dog thoughts. It's working. Kind of reminds me of how, like, when I was playing Celeste the other day, some people in chat were, like, saying they were emphatically not spoiling anything. Aggressively not spoiling anything. Just like we're aggressively not looking at the hot dog. You aren't even thinking about hot dogs at all. It's like he isn't even holding one, and no one ever even brought up the fact that hot dogs exist. He seems to notice on some primal level your current non-hot dog mindset. He smiles. Oh, this is a step in the right direction. Yay. You pay closer attention to the boy's face. It's a nice smile he has, actually. Very kind. Disarming. A few freckles here and there. A mop of messy hair draping over his eyes. I don't know why it took me so long to notice this, but I just noticed that Diemen's horns are in the shape of, like, sausages. Basically. With, like, the little wrapping twisty at the end. What a nice friend this would be to have, you think? He's kind of adorable, really, if you disregard the prickly attitude about his hot dog. Okay, wait a minute. You don't want to start thinking thoughts that are too friendly. You should dial this down a little. Stick to the basics. You just want a cool new friend, nothing more. You should try to spark up some non-meat related conversation soon before things get awkward. You wonder about his house. It got bombed?
Yeah, you know. Routine drone pass through my hood. A little bombing, a little culling. That's how it goes around here. I was a lucky one. My Lucis, not so much.
Oh man, we got like 2 dead Luci in this very first stream.
He's a goner.
You don't know what a Lucis is, but you can deduce it was someone important to him who probably died in the bombing. Rather than overwhelm him with annoying questions about his culture, you decided the right play is to show some sympathy.
Thanks. I miss him. Sometimes I think I enjoy savory bunned delights as a way of covering up the pain. They're so good though, it's hard to stop. I also favored the juicy meats before he died anyway. It's something we did together. How did we start talking about my hot dog once more? Let's drop it. Please, dude, don't bring it up again.
You didn't bring it up, but you don't want to correct him. The boy is clearly grieving. You see 2 faint red tears roll down his cheeks from behind the messy bangs. Your heart can't take it. You'll have to console this homeless boy somehow. Then he'll definitely be your friend. But what to do? Alright, let's save here. Okay, give him a friendly pat on the back or give him a reassuring hug. Let's go with the reassuring hug first. You open your arms and approach him with a posture of great compassion. You furrow your brow upwardly a bit, as if to say, I know how hard it is. You advance, and he leans backward a little, as if caught off guard by your sympathy. Maybe you're coming on too strong? But you know there's no turning back now. You don't just throw the brakes on an imminent, heartfelt hug like this. You embrace him awkwardly, and it goes well for a moment, until you realize your arm is broken, and it seizes up reflexively in pain. Oh no, are we gonna knock the hot dog out of his hand? No, yep, that's what happened. It jostles the hot dog in his hand, and he bobbles it. You both gasp. You try to detach from the hug so you can catch the dog, but it's already on its way to the ground. In your attempt to save it, you stagger backwards and slip. The hot dog gets smushed under your big, dumb ass the moment it makes contact with the ground. Oh no. Diemen lets out a shriek.
No! Oh, dude, my dog!
You scramble to get up in time, hoping you're not as owned as it looks, but your feet keep slipping and your butt keeps grinding the hot dog into the mud. Oh no. When the carnage finally subsides, you roll over and check it out. It's completely unsalvageable. Just a gross, meaty mud mash, like the hot dog never even existed. This does not seem to be going very well. Diemen howls in agony and slumps backward against a tree. Oh no, you fucked this up so bad.
That's it, man. I've lost everything. Not sure what the point is of even living anymore.
You are absolutely mortified by your clumsiness and foolishness. You have a feeling you'll be thinking about this moment for years to come, during those insecure moments when your mind seems to be looking for any excuse to make yourself cringe with self-doubt and shame. Oh god, that is way too real. Still, you can't help but feel this guy is being a little unreasonable. It's just one hot dog. There are probably plenty more of those to come by, for those who know where to look in this strange world. He himself said he makes a habit of enjoying these, so they can't be all that uncommon. Maybe he just has an unusual psychological disorder surrounding on a fixation of this particular food item. Yes, that could be it. Poor guy. This just means he needs your support as a friend all the more. You won't give up on your friends, or for that matter, people who you're trying desperately to become friends with. That just isn't who you are as a person. You have an idea. You run it by him with a sense of optimism and salesmanship. The past is behind you. There is no need to wallow in self-incrimination and guilt over the hot dog incident. Diemen perks up a little.
You want to help me get another hot dog?
Absolutely. It could be a fun adventure, you say. Something to bond over, to bring two new buddies closer together. Okay, you don't say that out loud, but you really hope it's true.
I don't know. Could be a long shot. Sometimes it can be days before I'm united with another plump treat. Glistening with perspiration, steaming, relaxing comfortably in a soft melt-in-your-mouth loaf. Damn. Now I really want a hot dog. Guess I don't have much choice but to take you up on your offer, do I? What do you have in mind?
It's a good question. You haven't made a plan yet, and frankly don't even know where to begin. But he's interested in spending more time with you, which is the most important thing. You'll figure something out. You decide a display of confidence is called for. Here, a real showmanship. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize the sentence kept going. You decide a display of confidence is called for here. A real show of leadership to improve morale. You smile, hold your head up high, and tell him to follow you. You know exactly what to do. Well, not really, but you give no indication of that at all. He's definitely intrigued. You've got him hooked now, you think? He's probably wondering if he hit pay dirt, finding a new friend with the hot dog hookup. Of course, you don't have the slightest idea where to find a hot dog, But you've got to admit, you're enjoying the feeling of being important and valued by a potential friend. You don't want to do anything underhanded, yet you can't help but feel you should probably milk this social gambit for all it's worth. This way, you say, as you begin marching confidently in a random direction. He obediently follows and begins rubbing his tummy. You begin to feel nervous almost immediately. You have absolutely no idea how this is going to play out, or if it stands any chance of resulting in a hot dog at the end of the journey. Oh well, you'll figure something out along the way. You lead him through streets and winding through the yards of strange-looking houses, and he follows. He takes care to make sure you both are not seen, which could get both of you into trouble, apparently. The improvised, circuitous route appears to provoke his suspicion.
Dude, are you sure you know where a dog is? It seems like maybe you're lost.
Oh, absolutely. You're absolutely sure you know where to find one, you say. You're just throwing anyone off the trail who might have been following you. He nods solemnly, as if that makes perfect sense. Phew. But you can't keep him guessing like this forever. You've got to do something. Take some bold action to keep his interest in this wiener quest. Wiener quest. You say, this way, down here. This is a shortcut to the hot dog supply you're privy to. It's the mother lode.
In the sewer?
Yes, totally. It's just a short trek through the sewer. Shouldn't be more than another hour, or several, of sewer trudging. That is, if he still has the will to do what it takes to get his hands on more juicy dogs.
Oh, hell yeah. You know it. After you, man.
An hour later, you're so deep in the sewer you've lost all bearings and sense of direction. You could be anywhere by now. You've taken so many crazy turns. Still, you don't let up for a second now that you're lost. You've made each turn with decisive conviction. He's still following you, but now he's having trouble keeping up. He's out of breath and struggling with the foul smell. Can't say you're enjoying it much either, but you can't let on to the fact that what you're doing now is anything other than the most casual routine for you. Like, you do this every day, just a quick jaunt through the sewer to hit up this vast mythical trove of meat products. Okay, when you put it that way, maybe this all sounds a bit insane. Still, you're in too deep to second guess yourself now.
Hey, I gotta stop and rest. I can't lie. I'm starving for a heavenly frankfurter, but this might be too much for me. I don't think I'm cut out for this.
You pause and look back. He's sitting down now, slumping against a filthy sewer wall. You're intensely relieved to see you may have just won this impromptu game of sewer hot dog chicken. But more importantly than that, this looks like an ideal time to show some sympathy and have a bonding moment with your would-be friend. You sit next to him, and with your broken arm, put a hand on his knee in a platonic but deeply understanding way. Your arm hurts when you do this, but it's worth it. Every little gesture counts when making a new friend.
I kinda suck. My looseness is gone, I don't have any skills, and most people think I'm weird for liking hot dogs so much. I'm probably just going to get cold. I'm not good at going on adventures or doing anything hard. All I'm good at is finding an easy meal here and there, however I can get it. I like talking people out of their fine sausages using tricks or other ploys which end up losing me friends. It's been unthinkable that anyone would actually do anything nice for me or would want me to have that sweet, sweet meat I desire. At least it was unthinkable until now.
Your heart begins to race. Could it be? Is this shitty improvised sewer escapade actually working? You can't believe it.
Nobody's ever done so much or worked so hard to try to get my hands on another magnificent banger. Sorry for being emotional, but like, this is new for me. I don't know how to handle it. I'm just so grateful. I'd be thrilled to call you a friend, man. Whatever you are.
You're overjoyed! Unbelievable! It's almost too good to be true. What now? It's such a sudden turn of good fortune, you hardly know what to do. Should you hug the guy? How dare you keep gaslighting this poor child? Oh my gosh, that's kind of true, McCatnip. Last time that didn't go so well, but this time he's not holding a hot dog for you to clumsily defile, so maybe this is your moment. Wait. What's that? A deep rumbling sound begins to echo through the tunnels.
Oh shit, they found us. It's a drone dude, I guess on like sewer duty? We gotta run.
He gets up, grabs your hand, and sprints. He's a lot faster than he looks when motivated to get moving. He turns this way and that as the rumbling gets closer. But he slips on something, and you tumble into a river of horrific sludge. Oh no.
Bro! I can't swim! Help!
Your bad arm finds purchase on the ledge, and though it's very painful, you heroically salvage your friend from the muck with the other arm. He coughs and gasps for breath. You find a nearby ladder and shove him upward until he starts climbing on his own and follow him. You burst through the lid on the floor, and you both flop out of the hole, drenched in filth, smelling horrible, and completely exhausted. But at least you're safe, you think. Oh my gosh, your wife just turned on the Bluetooth speaker and the stream started playing over it. Oh my gosh, Wrench. I can only wonder like what that kind of surprise must have been like. So she was like, WTF are you listening to? I mean, tell her I said, WTF am I reading? But at least you're safe, you think. Breadmania, fun for the whole family. Oh goodness, yes, McCatnip, that is true. Fun for the whole family as long as the whole family is 18 or older.
Hey man, I just want you to know, even though we didn't find the glorious treasure you were leading us to, I'm happy how it all turned out. Maybe I don't need hot dogs in my life as much as I thought. Maybe that's not the real treasure after all. It's been a journey for me, let me tell you. I'm learning so much about myself, about life, because of you.
His bushy hair is slicked back from his eyes due to the sludge. He's giving you a penetrating, soulful gaze of, presumably, pure friendship. Or is it even deeper than that? Wow, this is intense. Then something catches your eye just above him. Something dangling. Lots of dangling things, actually. Come to think of it, it's really cold in here. Freezing, in fact. The real treasure is the trauma we acquired along the way. You finally realize, holy shit, you're in a weird alien meat locker. You're absolutely surrounded by dangling meat products, including many sausages, thousands of them. You begin to sob. Your sobbing soon turns to the unrestrained wailing of raw catharsis. He joins you and the tears flow freely from you both. You embrace each other and let it all out. Suddenly it hits you, both of you. This is by far the happiest day of your life. Meet heaven! We did it! We made another friend! Through hot dogs and innuendos related to hot dogs. Oh my goodness. How wonderful. Let's go back to the last decision point and take what it now turns out was the wrong choice to make. See, I'm like 0 for 2 on picking the wrong choice at this juncture. Like, I thought giving him a reassuring hug would, like, very obviously cause us to destroy the hot dog, which I thought would get us the bad ending, but I didn't realize that destroying the hot dog would, in fact, be a necessary sacrifice to get the good ending, so. This game is doing a really good job of fooling me so far. Alright, give him a friendly pat on the back was the wrong thing to do, so let's see what happens here. You keep it simple and pat him on the back a couple of times. Everything's going to be okay. Since you're his new friend, or at least working toward earning that status, he has a new ally to help him with whatever comes his way. He wipes his tears and appears to get himself back together. Your friendly gesture worked.
You're right. I shouldn't let the past get me down. In a way, I'm free.
Insinuendo. Indeed, Bug. Insinuation plus innuendo equals insinuendo. The 16-bit version is super insinuendo. Anyway,
I'm off the grid. They probably think I died. No need to worry about knocks on my door because I don't have a door anymore. Maybe I can live off the land for the rest of my life, scrounging for sumptuous indulgences wherever I may find them, by rummaging through awful drums or smooth-talking the right mark. Sounds like the life, honestly. I'll miss my Lucis, but I think he would be proud of me. If I could make it without him, if I could survive on my own, I know he would be proud. Maybe I don't even need to leave the planet. Maybe I can avoid taking the ordeals altogether. Can't test or you can't find. If I play my cards right, I could probably live to ripe old age on this planet without getting caught. Like hiding in alleys and sewers, scraping together just enough succulent proteins to keep myself going. Honestly, I don't even need to get by that long, since I have a much shorter lifespan than most trolls. So I think I might just be able to make this work.
You look confused at the last remark, but again, don't want to be impolite. He holds up his hand as if to tell you not to bother.
I can tell you're not from here, it's okay. Rustbloods don't live a long time. Blood classes higher than me live progressively longer the higher you go up. Sea dwellers live basically forever. It's kind of crazy and seems unfair, but that's how it is. I'd be jealous of them, but I think I'm not. I'm almost grateful I don't have very long to make it in this world. I don't know what I'd do if I had longer. I'm happy to settle into a nice short ride, keep a low profile, taking some good meat along the way. Nothing wrong with that life if you ask me.
You understand. It seems like a tragic story, but if your friend has made peace with his destiny, you might as well too. You offer a sympathetic shrug and continue your impressive streak of consecutive seconds not looking at this hot dog at all. He smiles again. He seems to be relaxing, gripping the hot dog a little less tightly. That's good.
You know, you're good at listening. Not many people understand me at all. A lot of people find my overly possessive attitude towards meaty delights to be strange and off-putting. I've heard this more than once and lost some friends that way. Phew. There are some past personal dramas I do not want to think about, let me tell you. But you're different. Maybe you put me at ease because it's obvious you're even lower than me? No offense, but you are. Drones would vaporize a hornless goof like you, no questions asked. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
You laugh it off. You're not scared, you say. You've survived worse. You pat your broken ribs and wince. You clutch your sore ribs with your broken arm and wince even harder because of that.
Oh, man. Looks like that arm's hurt, huh? I guess it's broken. Let's see what we can do about that. Here, hold this a second.
Oh gosh. He's trusting us with his dog, and I feel like we are going to drop it because our arm is broken. It's going to be too painful to hold the dog, and that's going to cause him to leave us. He hands you his hot dog without hesitation. Oh, wow. He wants you to hold it? This is such a remarkable gesture of trust. You're overwhelmed. You gingerly take the hot dog with your good arm, being very careful. You hold the hot dog from beneath with your fingertips, as if it's a priceless, delicate treasure. He takes off his vest and puts it on the ground. He then takes off his shirt. You avert your eyes for a moment, then realize that's silly. Nothing particularly indecent about this, you suppose. If he's comfortable, so are you. He then puts his vest back on, takes the hot dog back from you, and hands you the shirt.
Here, make a sling out of it. That should help.
He's right, it does help. Your broken arm is a lot more comfortable and secure. This shirt smells like meat, too. You can't tell if you think that's a bonus or if it's weird. You decide it's a bonus. This is your new friend. He loves meat, and so do you. It's your greatest common interest, in fact. Aww, that is kind of sweet of him.
Nice. You know, I think we make a pretty good team. I don't know if I'm ready to officially call you my friend yet, but I may be getting close. You're pushing all the right buttons, man. Just being someone who listens and understands. You have no idea how much that means to me.
You are so happy to hear this. It makes your heart sing. Well, if you're keeping it totally real, some of these things he's saying are just a little strange. Like, maybe this boy wasn't really socialized property by his Lucis, you guess? You think that might be his dad, but again, you don't dare ask. Not when the positive feelings are flowing like this. Why kill the mood? He gets a little closer and swoops a hand through his thick black bangs. For the briefest moment, you catch a glimpse of one of his eyes, regarding you fondly. Oh my gosh, he's regarding us fondly, just like Godhead Pickle Inspector. Regards, creation. Your heart beats a little faster. He puts a hand on your shoulder. You're starting to wonder if all he's interested in is friendship? You hope that's all he wants. You don't think you're ready for anything more than that. You're desperate for friendship, or really companionship of any sort, but that's moving pretty fast for you. But you're too nervous to make your feelings clear on all this. If he goes any further, you're not sure you'll have the will to protest?
Listen, dude. This gorgeous meat product we both admire, I'm thinking, maybe we share it. I think that sounds good, actually.
Oh my gosh, look at him. He's like blushing. That's so adorable. Oh my, yes. That sounds wonderful. You're so hungry, and you're beside yourself with gratitude that Diemen is willing to share with you something so precious to him. It really means a lot.
Here, I have an idea.
He brings his face close to yours. Oh my gosh, are we gonna eat this Lady in the Tramp style? He holds the hot dog up between your faces with both ends of the dog pointing to his mouth and yours. We are! Oh my god. You're not sure what he wants you to do? You can't find the breath to ask. It seems like he wants you to... That's literally the command. Eat the hot dog with him, Lady and the Tramp style. Oh my god. Oh god, on romance. Aww. This is adorable and horrifying. Called it. Nailed it. Seer confirmed. Yes, if pressed on it, you'd agree the act is uncomfortably erotic, but you have to admit it is a good way to share a food item whilst ensuring it gets split about evenly. And you absolutely loathe the idea of letting a friend down. It is completely at odds with your values as a person. You chomp down on your end of the hot dog, as he does with his end simultaneously. Holy shit, that is so good! You take another bite, and he times his bite perfectly. He's eerily good at this game. It's throwing off your chewing a bit, which makes you cough a little when you swallow. But you don't feel like you can pause without breaking eating rhythm with him. Might be what a bad friend would do. Now she's getting uncomfortably close. You keep going without really quite swallowing as you go. You get closer to his face, which is creating an imminent situation you aren't sure how you're going to handle. You haven't planned for it, and it's coming up fast. The hot dog backlog collecting in your throat is getting a bit too heavy, so you try to swallow. But you can't. You gag and cough up all the chewed hot dog matter explosively into his face. Oh god. Oh dear god. He recoils, absolutely stunned. His bangs are blown back, and he's staring at you with wide eyes. Hot dog and bun bits are all over his face. He says nothing for a moment, then puts his hand to his throat. Oh fuck, he's choking. He points at his mouth desperately. You need to do something. The Heimlich, of course. That's what you need to do. You need to save your friend's life. You get behind him and put your good arm around his belly and form a fist. You plunge the fist in under his ribs, trying to dislodge his masticated delicacy. It's no use. You can't get any leverage. You need your other arm. It really hurts, though. You'll have to make the sacrifice for your friend. Yes, a friend who may have just tried to trick you into kissing him with a silly hot dog stunt. You're not sure how you'll navigate that tricky subject once he's breathing again, but you'll deal with that later. Right now, you have a life to save. You pull your broken arm out of its sling and grab your other fist in front of his belly and squeeze. You try and try and try. His face is turning, well, not blue, deep red? You guess because his blood is rust-colored. Sure, that makes sense. You yank one more time, your broken arm throbbing in pain. A huge gob of chewed hot dog launches out of his mouth like a cannonball, and the expulsion creates enough force in the other direction. It causes you to actually lift him up into the air and accidentally suplex him into the mud behind you. You in turn go tumbling over him, and the two of you are soon locked into an inseparable pinwheel of interspecies downhill mayhem. You roll and roll down the grassy incline toward a nearby neighborhood, toward a street. Luckily, you stop just short of the street, but Diemen's neck lands right on the sharp edge of the curb after flipping in the air once or twice. Sorry, let me back up here. Luckily, you stop just short of the street, but Diemen's neck lands right on the sharp edge of the curb, and after flipping in the air once or twice, you come right on his face with your big ass. You hear a crack. Oh god, we killed him, didn't we? Diemen? You slap his cheek a little. No response. He's not breathing. You check his mouth. Throat is clear of hot dog debris. Oh god. This can't be happening. You look around, panicked. This isn't what you need right now. All you wanted was a friend. You can't be held responsible for alien murder. You have to hide the body. You see a couple of kids creeping out of nearby houses to see what all the commotion is. There's no time. You've got to find a bush or something. There. Over there. Looks like a little alien bushy thing. It's pretty small, but it'll have to do. You drag the vested shirtless carcass over to the bush. You dump the body in the bush, and it's really not convincing. It looks like a dead kid was unceremoniously dumped on top of a small bush in a poor attempt to conceal a murder. You've got to come up with a better... Wait a minute. Someone is standing behind you. Oh, there's our Dada. Hello, stranger. Don't worry about this little mess you've made. I'll take care of it for you. You killed him! No! Oh, poor Diemen. We killed him. And also, our Dada made an appearance there toward the end. But it wasn't the true ending, so... But that escalated quickly. We tried to share a hot dog, and it ended with us accidentally breaking his neck. As these things go. Just like it happened in Lady and the Tramp. Lady accidentally broke Tramp's neck in the end. That's not true. Alright.